back in 2022, so almost 3 years ago, I was in your basic retail job, very hectic, very busy, working many, many days in a row, sometimes up to 11 days in a row, working every other weekend. And it was exhausting. It was a lot. Got to do a lot of cleaning and organizing because they hadn't had a manager there in quite some time. And that's like really where something sparked. Like, wow, I really enjoy running a pharmacy, managing it, cleaning it where I can, reorganizing and revamping like operations. Because after a few months, I saw like a big change in like our clientele. Our patients were so much happier after I had changed a few things. And I just love seeing that change. And like when I put so much work and effort into something and it bears so much fruit later, that just fills me up. It just got me so excited. And then after about a year and a half, I'm like, it was a bit of a drive for me. Like we had talked about, it was a 50-minute drive every day. So, and a 10-hour shift. So I wasn't getting home until like 8 o'clock. And so my days were just long. And I just felt like I was missing out on the home work-life balance. And that's kind of where I got my feet wet. Like, just kind of figuring out, okay, who am I as a pharmacist? And realizing, you know what, I'm actually a great pharmacist because I struggle with, the imposter syndrome, insecurity, and just figuring out like what part of my job is actually fun. I was nervous second time around joining the group because, you're with other pharmacists, your peers. There's always that, temptation to compare yourself and be shy about sharing what you're going through. But oh my gosh, it was the most supportive group. I'm still in touch with some pharmacists from that group, and we love sharing our updates and cheering each other on. And that's what you do in this group. You share your wins, you coach each other, give advice, and lift each other up. It's wonderful. It was a raise, and I actually got to negotiate. I got a little bit more money than they offered. I got an extra week of vacation. I honestly couldn't believe that I got that job, and I really enjoyed like managing the inventory, keeping things organized. I actually used extensively our pharmacy made quite a bit of money from that, which was great. And that's like what I talked about in that interview. And I was totally myself, just said, hey, this is what I did, and this is what I loved, and this was the results that I got from it. You're better than you think you are. Like we tend to look down on ourselves so much. Like we're just constantly like, no, not good enough. I mean, this is what I did, but whatever. But other people can see something in you that you can't see. And so it was kind of just a beautiful reminder, give yourself more credit, give yourself more grace. Like you are great. You're awesome, And don't be afraid. There is so much more out there. Even if you're just going from, basic retail 7 days a week to retail that's 5 days a week. And you're going to learn so much about yourself, when you go through coaching. It is so worth it. Because when you're so busy in life, sometimes it's hard to take a step back and just say, what do I enjoy doing? What fills me up? Yeah, so I would tell myself, take the time to reflect. If you feel like you need coaching, go for it. There is something better out there for you. And yeah, don't be afraid. You are a golden star.